Hello, welcome to another episode of ALPHA Welder. Today we're at Phoenix Laser Solutions in Meadville, Pennsylvania, and we have a mechanical hub we're going to repair. This is used in the mining industry. This will show you the flexibility of the ALPHA laser welding systems. Alex is going to be welding for us today using the FLAK 1200 fiber laser.
All right, Jonathan, so what we're going to repair today is a casting defect right here. We're just going to knock it a little more out with the Dremel, get it cleaned up a little bit, and put the laser on it.
And all you're doing is going through and smoothing out the defect, right? So you don't have any voids or pockets?
Trying to get rid of some of the sharp corners, any other pockets that might open up.
Okay. So Alex, are you done with all the weld preparation for this job?
Yes, so we just Dremeled it out, we cleaned it up with acetone wire brush, and we wiped it off.
Okay.
So our next steps would be get in there, add the filler, put the laser to it.
Okay, and so this is a big repair for the laser welding world. What diameter welding rod are you going to use?
So for this one, we're going to be using 30 thou,
okay,
and that's nickel.
Yeah, and 30 thousandths wire is a standard TIG size. So you can weld larger diameter wire with laser. The problem is at a certain point you lose the advantage of laser welding because you're putting so much heat into it. It's almost the same as TIG welding once you get to a certain wire size. With the size wire we use, that is not the case. So that's why we're using laser welding for this. There's so much less heat input, you don't have to worry about any type of distortion or cracking. This job is completely prepared to be welded. I'm going to step away, watch Alex weld. So earlier we were asking why a customer would laser weld this part versus conventional TIG or MIG. Well, with something like this, you can't just go in and weld it cold. You have to preheat it. A part this large will take a long time to preheat. You're going to add so much more time to the process. Also, once you're done welding it, you have to control how fast it cools down. It can also crack in that stage. So with laser welding, you don't have to preheat at all with most materials. That's a rule of thumb. So he can jump in here with the part cold, start welding, and less than an hour later, he is done with this weld. So a very expensive part that can be saved with just a little bit of work and some good technology. So Alex, when you were welding this job, did you run into any problems?
Yeah, so when you would Dremel it, sometimes you don't get all the way to the base of the porosity, so you'll see it open up, and you just have to go back in there, re-Dremel everything back out, make sure you get rid of that nasty weld and all the rest of the pit.
So while you're welding, you can see in real time if there's going to be porosity in the weld, right?
Correct. You're under 12 magnification, so you can see a lot better underneath the scopes.
And that allows you to stop, correct the problem, and continue on, right?
Exactly.
Okay, great. And there's also no weld sink. Where he welded, when the customer remachines it, the weld area to the base material, you will not be able to see a transition. Thanks for joining us for another episode of ALPHA Welder. Don't forget to like
and subscribe.